I'm a yoga instructor and know my practice is foundational to my mind-body health. It quiets my mind and provides real physiological benefits like keeping me limber. But I must admit that I had a lot of misconceptions about yoga before I started practicing. If you haven't started a yoga practice or just want to further your understanding, then you're going to want to watch this episode. It's time for your total fitness journey. Hey there, Coach Rick for X3TF, where our focus is educating you on the trifecta of exercise, nutrition, and mind-body to achieve total fitness. Today, I make it a point to find time to regularly practice yoga because it provides mind-body alignment. When my mind and body are in sync, I feel a sense of euphoria and harmony. This relationship helps me stay focused on my nutritional plan and helps me achieve my exercise goals. These gains have spilled over into the other exercise modalities, namely my strength training. Yoga keeps me limber and allows my muscles and joints a greater recovery mechanism to continue exercising at a higher intensity. Without a doubt, yoga has become my favorite tool for my mind-body work. But when I started practicing in 2008, I had several misconceptions about yoga. Maybe you have had similar ones. First, yoga is not a religion. Now, there are some practices instructors that incorporate a higher level of spirituality and mindfulness in their classes. Don't mistake this as being religious. There's nothing wrong with opening our minds and consciousness. It may feel a bit uncomfortable at first, but like any new exercise, it takes regular practice to feel comfortable and start seeing results. If someone is adding religion to a yoga practice, then no, that is not yoga. Speaking of which, yoga is not just exercise. During yoga, you'll go through a series of poses which are called asanas. Some instructors use the original Sanskrit names of the pose, while others do not, in order to help their students more easily identify the pose and follow along. Asana practice are important, but the end result of any yoga class is to quiet the mind. Therefore, I personally believe in keeping it simple. No matter the length of yoga practice, the goal should always be entering Shavasana. This is done lying prone at the end of your practice. We work toward this end state by the other poses that we do that stretch and work the physical body to prepare the mind to let go during Shavasana to achieve relaxation, enlightenment, and peace. Yoga is not about being flexible, though improved flexibility can be a benefit. One of the key blockers for me starting yoga earlier was my lack of flexibility. Rest assured that everyone's practice will look different. We're all created differently. In fact, there are many different yoga styles. The most popular ones are Hatha yoga, which is taking one pose at a time, or Vinyasa, which is also known as flow yoga, where you flow from pose to pose. Whatever style, just remember, don't judge yourself if your pose doesn't look like someone else's. Whether you're small, medium, or large, anyone and at any age can enjoy the health benefits associated with yoga, like cardiorespiratory training, aka cardio. Breathing and breath control are key practices of any yoga practice. Mind you, most yoga practices are not high-intensity cardio sessions. However, you'll find in some flow classes that you will work up as much as a sweat as a light jog. And in some cases, more if you're practicing hot yoga in a room that is above 90 degrees Fahrenheit. Yoga practitioners, known as yogis, find regular practice not only improve conditions like hypertension and depression, but also their musculoskeletal health and their own self-efficacy. And let's not forget yoga's positive impact on daily stress. In fact, a 1972 scientific study demonstrated that mind-body conduit and how the body's neurons, muscle fibers, and the brain were all connected. Breathwork, like in yoga, known as pranayama, and meditation was shown to counter the body's stresses response. The word yoga translates into union, connection, yoke. It's an ancient practice that when done regularly leads us ultimately to understand the true nature of ourselves. It awakens and strengthens our mind-body connection. You should give it a try, and there is nothing wrong with just wanting to take advantage of the physiological benefits already discussed. Meaning, if you only want to maintain your flexibility, then yoga is a great solution and you don't need to worry about the spirituality aspects of a practice, if you're uncomfortable with them. Okay, so you're new to yoga. Where do you go to start your journey? Classes are relatively easy to find, whether they're part of a larger gym or a small independent studio. And today, more than ever, yoga studios offer some type of online class. If you've never taken a yoga class, then make sure you look for an appropriate level, usually designated by the word beginner or maybe the Roman numeral number 1. Introduce yourself to the instructor so they can offer guidance. If you have any contraindications or injuries, make sure you tell them so the instructor can offer options for certain poses. If you have health condition, injuries, or concerns, always check with your doctor for a medical clearance, even though yoga is considered low impact. Always be safe and listen to your body. Enjoy the practice and what it brings out. Again, don't judge yourself on how flexible you are. I'm a yoga instructor, and there are some poses that I have no interest in attempting. But that doesn't stop me from pursuing my own practice and reaping the benefits that follow. In future episodes, we'll provide additional content on poses and the various styles. Learning the poses might seem daunting at first, but be patient with yourself. The journey is well worth it. Remember, don't wish for it, work for it. Before you go, please hit that little subscribe button and notification bell to keep up to date on X3TF's programming that looks to help you achieve total fitness.